On behalf of State Fire Marshal Peter Ostrowski and the men and women of the Department of Fire Services, I'd like to welcome you all to the graduation ceremony for Class 104 of the Massachusetts Firefighting Academy's Call Volunteer Firefighter Training Program. At this time, I ask you please join me as we welcome the presiding officer for tonight's ceremony, Deputy State Fire Marshal Maribel Fournier, accompanied by the official party. Please join me as we now welcome the chiefs and fire officers of tonight's graduates. Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask you please rise for the entrance of Class 104. Thank you. Class 104 was led in by Captain David DeBest of the Lakeville Fire Department. I ask that you please remain standing for our national anthem, which will be performed by Kenneth Brager of the Massachusetts Maritime Academy.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Class 104, please post the colors.
About face. About face.
Right. Face.
Please remain standing for the invocation, which will be delivered by Chaplain Gary Bloom.
Uncover. Let us pray. Gracious God, we thank you for this beautiful evening. But even more importantly, we thank you for this place, for the staff that instructs our young folk who are coming into a noble profession. We ask your blessing upon each of them and all of the families here represented and the communities represented as well. We give you thanks for their commitment, their courage, their compassion. We ask now your blessing upon this gathering, and let it be in your name that we live and not merely pray. Amen.
Please be seated. Again, good evening and welcome, everyone. My name is Joseph Klusnick, and I currently serve as the Deputy Director of the Massachusetts Firefighting Academy. I'd like to take a moment to fill you in on who makes up this evening's official party. I know I'm a better door than a window, but sitting directly behind me, to your far left, is a presiding officer for tonight's ceremony. She oversees the day-to-day operations of the Commonwealth's Department of Fire Services, Deputy State Fire Marshal Maribel Fournier. Next to her is the individual that's tasked with overseeing the operations of the Massachusetts Firefighting Academy across the Commonwealth, Director Jeffrey Wynn. Next is the director is a member of the Massachusetts Fire Training Council, that group that puts forth and oversees all policies regarding training and certification for the firefighters of the Commonwealth, from the Rehoboth Fire Department, Chief Frank Baresi. You met the next gentleman just a moment ago. He is the chaplain of the Plimpton Fire Department and the deputy chief chaplain for the Massachusetts Corps of Fire Chaplains, Chaplain Gary Bloom. The next individual has the unenviable task of overseeing all of the recruit training programs throughout the Commonwealth for the Massachusetts Firefighting Academy, Mr. Dennis Ball. Massachusetts Firefighting Academy is certainly blessed to have the leadership team that oversees the Call Volunteer Training Program throughout the Commonwealth, running numerous classes simultaneously. On the far left, the head of the program, my far left, the program coordinator, Mr. Christopher Norris. And he is so ably assisted by the assistant coordinators, Mr. Bruce Antone and Mr. Michael Dupuy. This ceremony is actually being recorded this evening, and it will be soon posted on the Department of Fire Services social media pages. Something that we can look back numerous times over and keep for posterity's sake, that's for sure. This is all done through the efforts and the hard work of the lovely, in front here, Miss Christina Mitchell. Thank you, Christina. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the privilege of introducing the Deputy State Fire Marshal for the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, Maribel Fournier.
Good evening, Class 104. Congratulations. So before I begin my comments, as Memorial Day is coming up this weekend, I'd like to everyone to take a small moment of silence just to remember those who had given the ultimate sacrifice, so we're not forgotten, and remember them this weekend. Thank you. I'd also like to ask, are there any veterans here with us today? If you could please stand up. Thank you for your service. Please give them a round of applause. I'd also like to recognize, is there anybody from law enforcement here? Please recognize them as well. It's a tough job. Thank you for your service. Well, recruits, you made it. Long 16 weeks. But today is the final day. You'll be called firefighters from here on in. Congratulations. Great job. This program, the Call Vol program, is demanding and challenging, because I'm sure all of you have other challenges besides what you did here on every week, during the evenings and long weekends and at nights. You held full-time jobs as well. But the job that you've chosen is your way to give back to your community. You do it on your own time, and you are able to give back and still provide to the fire service and to your community. You'll be faced with difficult days. You'll be facing people who are having the worst day of their life. So just keep that in mind every time you go to a call. Although you're dedicated to the fire service, these people depend on you, and they're at the very, very low points many times when you approach them. The backbone of this program is the instructor staff and the crib staff. First of all, thank you to the crib staff for setting up this beautiful outdoor venue for you. You get a nice sunset with the barbed wire there, but we're working on that. So we appreciate that. The instructors who dedicate they work during the day and they work evenings, and they come here and they support this program during the evening hours on the weekends. They're the backbone of this program. They're dedicated, they work full-time jobs, and then they come back and give back to the fire service by teaching for us as instructor staff for many, many years. The years of experience and the volume of experience that you've gained from them is untouchable from any other academy. So please give them a round of applause for everything they've done. And the people behind the scenes that you don't see. Christina Mitchell is here today. Ms. Dancero, who's the support specialist who supports this program. She makes sure that you have everything that you need, that you're signed up, you have your water bottles, you have your tags, you have everything. They make this program go round behind the scenes as well. She wasn't able to be here this evening, but I'd like to thank her as well. As you go on and take this role, I want you to remember that you need to thank your family as well, because they supported you during these 16 weeks and will continue to support you throughout your career as a firefighter. A couple things to keep in mind. This 16 weeks is just a tidbit of training. We encourage you to come back to the academy and keep training. There's always something new and evolving in the fire service, so don't let your training to stop today. In addition to that, please maintain your physical and mental health. Those are both equally important in this field, for yourself and for your family, and for you to come home safe every day. So before I end my comments, I'd like to say congratulations, be safe, and I'd like to ensure that you have a long career. I'd like to mention one thing. Today, Deputy Kluznik, this is his last Call Vol graduation and his last MC of the night. He's going to be retiring in a few weeks. He's pretty shy about it, doesn't like to announce it too much. But he's been with the Department of Fire Services for 10 years as the deputy of the Mass Fire Academy. He's dedicated the past 10 years. The one thing he's very well known for, and you'll probably hear it tonight, and I hope you left us a book, is when he does these programs and he delivers his speeches and he does the MC, he's very creative. If you've seen any of them on YouTube, they're worth watching. So if everyone could please join me in a round of applause. Congratulations, Deputy Kluznik. So again, congratulations and good luck and be safe.
Thank you, Deputy. I now have the pleasure of introducing the program coordinator for the Call Volunteer Firefighter Training Program, Mr. Christopher Norris.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the graduation of Class 014 of the Call Volunteer Recruit Firefighter Training Program. Tonight we're here to celebrate the accomplishments of this class. I would first like to thank the Deputy State Fire Marshal, the Director, and the Deputy Director for all their continued support and encouragement throughout these last 15 weeks and all the classes that we offer throughout the year for the Call Volunteer Program. In addition, the support staff. As you look around this campus tonight and you join us here for maybe what's the first time, you can see the tremendous amount of work it takes to provide these services, the training props, the facilities, and keep it running year round. And that certainly is a huge task. So thank you so much to the support staff who do that every day for us. In addition, I'd like to thank the fire chiefs for their continued ongoing support and advocacy for the Call Volunteer Recruit Firefighter Training Program. The lead instructor for Class 014 was Assistant Coordinator Bruce Antone. Mr. Antone, along with all the other instructors that you had throughout your program, provided the leadership and the guidance in order for all of you to be here tonight. Each of them continually brought the dedication, the knowledge, the commitment, and more importantly, the passion to this program to help all of you succeed. To all the friends and family that are here with us tonight, it was with your support and encouragement that enabled the men and women of this program to succeed as well. You have become part of that firefighter family tonight, and I know you will continue to support them in all of their future endeavors. To give you a background of the Call Volunteer Training Program, this program is 240 hours that teaches to the core foundations and fundamentals of our profession to the national standard. Students go through this program, learn how to properly don their protective clothing, how to properly wear self-contained breathing apparatus, carry, raise, and lower of numerous ground ladders, conduct a primary search for missing occupants within structures, advance hose lines through a building for fire suppression, hazardous materials, and vehicle extrication, just to name a few. These program components and evolutions help to develop a platform for these firefighters to operate in the scene of any emergency with efficiency and effectiveness to respond and mitigate any emergency. All of you have sacrificed and succeeded, and I hope we have met all your goals when we started this program. Graduation from this program is a testament to your character and perseverance to accomplish a core foundation to your continued learning in this profession. In addition to this program, many of you had to balance other time commitments and constraints, such as working full-time or part-time, taking other classes for school, family obligations and commitments, as well as other outside interests and hobbies. You have all faced numerous challenges throughout this program, and you will continue to face similar challenges in the fire service. These hazards and challenges don't change based on if you're a career, a call, or a volunteer firefighter, and neither does the professional response or service that will be received. Through this program, you have demonstrated the core competencies to be considered a firefighter and face many of these ongoing challenges and hazards. It is incumbent upon each of you to continue your training and education in an effort to stay safe and provide the best possible service to all of your communities and return home safely to your families. I am so proud of all of you for your decision to get involved in the fire service and for what you have accomplished together over the last few months. Each of you have your own strengths and weaknesses, but together you were able to accomplish all these tasks together. Congratulations on your accomplishment for completing this program. Continue your training, and I wish you all the best in all that you do. Thank you and congratulations. At this time, I'm actually going to ask Christina Mitchell to come up, as well as some all the other instructors also, please. You can come over here and join me. As they're making their way up here, as you heard the Deputy Marshal allude to, tonight is a celebration for the class. and it's also a celebration for the Academy family. And I say that with a heavy heart, because with Deputy Director Joe Kluznik retiring, we're certainly happy for him, but we're sad for our Academy family. Again, we've had Joe over the last 10 years as a huge supporter and advocate for all programs across the Academy. And with all the changes over the last 10 years, certainly, without a doubt, Deputy Director Kluznik has been one of the backbones for all these programs, and for the reason many people like this class is graduating tonight. He certainly has a huge part in that graduation and all the other training programs. So we'd like to have Joe come up here. And I just want to read the plaque that we're presenting to him on behalf of the Academy. This is presented to Joe Kluznik, Deputy Director of the Massachusetts Firefighting Academy. In recognition of your years of service to the Academy, the Call Volunteer Recruit Training Program, and all the training programs at the Massachusetts Fire Academy from February 2013 to June 2023. Deputy Director Joe Kluznik, thank you so much for all you've done for the Academy in the state of Massachusetts and the fire service. Thank you.
And thank you. Okay, I'm pretty sure you did not come to hear from me tonight. So let's get back to the ceremony. I'd like to call upon Assistant Program Coordinator Mike Dupuy to call out the names of the graduating firefighters this evening. Family, friends, please come on up front center for pictures when we call your firefighter.
Dennis, how are we doing?
The Acushnet Fire Department, Chief Allen, can please up, please. Graduating firefighter, Lucas Correa.
Congratulations, Lucas. Come right up. Yep, right there.
Graduating firefighter, Sarah Ellis.
Congratulations, Sarah.
From the Dayton Fire Department, Chief McGee. Graduating firefighter, Nicholas Grassi.
Thank you.
Oh, no. Feel free. There's no blood yet. You're good. From the Freetown Fire Department, Chief Sylvia. Graduating firefighter, Jesse LeMay. From the Hanover Fire Department, Chief Cavallo. At this time, I'd like to call up retired Detective Brian Gill from the Boston Fire Department. Detective Gill is the father of graduating firefighter Brian Gill. From the Lakeville Fire Department, Chief O'Brien. Graduating firefighter Nicole Bostic. At this time, I'd like to call up to the stage Lieutenant Robert Stefanian, Bureau of Criminal Investigation, Plymouth County Sheriffs. Lieutenant Stefanian is the uncle of graduating firefighter Tyler Letourneau.
Thank you.
Graduating firefighter Matthew Mogler. From the Norwell Fire Department, Deputy Chief Milne. Graduating firefighter Jonathan Lockwood. From the Onset Fire Department, Chief Oswald. Graduating firefighter Spencer Andrews. Graduating firefighter Joshua Desmond. Graduating firefighter Dana Isbell. Graduating firefighter Christopher Manning. Graduating firefighter Liam Woods. From the Plimpton Fire Department, Chief Silva. Graduating firefighter Cameron Davis. Come on, Dad. Say hi. Graduating firefighter Brett Eno.
I love your headbands. Beautiful. I know.
Just like it.
Yeah.
Okay, you are now.
I did a good job.
Thank you.
From the Rehoboth Fire Department, Chief Barisi. Graduating firefighter Matthew McMahon. At this time, I'd like to call up firefighter Megan Sullivan from the Rehoboth Westboro Fire Department. Firefighter Sullivan is the sister of graduating firefighter Timothy Sullivan. Nope, not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
There. From the Swansea Fire Department, Captain Amorin. Graduating firefighter Matthew Thayer. from the West Bridgewater Fire Department, Chief T-Bolt. Graduating firefighter, Christopher Palin. Class, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, class 104.
Class, be seated. I'd now like to call upon the Chief of the Rehoboth Fire Department, Frank Baresi, in his role as a member of the Massachusetts Fire Training Council, to present the Martin McNamara Award to the outstanding recruit of Class 104.
On behalf of the Training Council, congratulations, 104. In November of 2003, Martin McNamara, a call firefighter for the town of Lancaster, Mass., was killed while operating at a structure fire. In order to remember his ultimate sacrifice and to honor his commitment to the call and volunteer fire service in Massachusetts, the Massachusetts Fire Training Council created the Martin McNamara Award for the outstanding student of each call and volunteer recruit firefighter training class. This program's curriculum is designed to train, educate, and evaluate students in the basic skills of the firefighting profession. The course is demanding both academically and physically, and just completing the course is truly an accomplishment worthy of recognition. In each class, one student is selected who has excelled in the training program, and this student is named as the outstanding student of the class. This recommendation is based upon the student's successful achievement in both academic and practical skill applications. I'd like to invite Chief Thomas Fallon of the Cushing Fire Department to the podium. I have the pleasure of presenting the Martin H. McNamara Award to firefighter Sarah Ellis of the Cushing Fire Department.
Thank you.
Congratulations, well done.
It certainly is no secret to the members of Class 104, and probably now to many of you, that this campus is undergoing major renovations. It's going to take a few years, but when it is completed, it will be the envy of most fire training academies across this country. Class 104 had to endure a lot of the growing pains. No one had to deal with that more than the lead instructor for Class 104, Mr. Bruce Antone, who day in and day out had to deal with changes, modifications, areas that were off limits, areas that he had to now move to. Yet this class was so successful. At one point early on during your tenure here, they moved things around in the office, and Mr. Antone kind of picked up an office mate. My office was moved into his. He had to now put up with all of my mannerisms, my idiosyncrasies, my habits, and not one time did he ever threaten to throw me out. Each and every single day at home, my wife threatens that. So it was greatly appreciated, Bruce. Thank you. But knowing full well what Class 104 had to go through, I kind of asked Bruce, we have to do something different to honor this class, what they had to go through. And he said, Joe, I know what we can do. We can have the class outside. We've never done this before. Now, right off the bat, I thought, great, I can use my outside voice. I don't have an inside voice, so this worked well for me. But the other thing is I thought about there's always a breeze here. You can always tell by the flags. And I kind of was worried about what the breeze would do to my hair. But in the words of my 7-year-old granddaughter, Grampy, you don't have any here. So that was no longer an issue. But Bruce also came up with one other thing. He said we should have a special member of Class 104 come up to the podium and tell a story, share with all of us what it truly feels like to be named the recipient of the Martin McNamara Award. Who would like to hear from Miss Sarah Ellis? Congratulations. Well done.
Hello, everybody. I'm really bad at public speaking, so bear with me here. I just want to thank Mr. Antone for giving this award to me. It is such a great honor to be up here in front of everyone today. Thank you for believing in me, Mr. Antone, and pushing us through this amazing course that we got to go through and be call firefighters. That's all I have. Thank you.
Well done. It's now time to call upon the spokesperson for Class 104, Firefighter Brian Gill of the Hanover Fire Department.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Brian Gill, and I'm the spokesperson for Class 104. How that happened, I'm still really not sure, but here we are. First, I'd like to take a moment and thank the Deputy Fire Marshal and her administration team for getting us through. I'd also like to take a moment and thank Mr. Norris, Ms. Danzero, who can't be with us tonight, and Ms. Mitchell for taking the time to build this 4-month program and prepare us for beyond the walls of this fire academy. The next group of people that deserve recognition are for those that were with us each and every class. Mr. Antone and all of the class instructors that are here tonight, as well as those that aren't here tonight. We thank you for giving up countless nights and weekends to train each of us that are sitting here tonight and have graduated tonight, training us from SCBA inspections to the combined evolutions we have completed just this past Saturday. The lessons we've learned from all of you will carry on with us as we return to our respective departments. There truly is no amount of words that can be used to express our gratitude towards you all. So thank you. Thank you. As was mentioned earlier, to those crib members, none of this that we're doing here tonight would be possible without you. For those that don't know, as a reminder, those crib members are off-duty firefighters who set up and break down the equipment used for each training day, set up this beautiful place we have tonight, for maintaining the hand tools that we use and preparing the fires and burn buildings. Everything we needed to get done behind the scenes was completed by these crib members, so we thank you as well. Thank you to all the fire chiefs and their respective departments who sponsored all of us members of Class 104. The Academy ultimately started at your desks, and without that opportunity, none of us would be in this position. I truly feel that each member of Class 104 not only will be an incoming member of your department, but will also increase the value of that department they're going to. Finally, to all the family and friends, the sacrifices you've made for each of your loved ones throughout this academy does not go unnoticed. Even those that couldn't make it tonight and are watching from home, we want to thank for all that you do and continue to do for us on this journey. Class 104, we made it. The 20 men and women graduating here tonight truly are the best of the best. Whether it was nights taking online classes or coming here in person to Bridgewater to throw ladders for 2 hours in the rain, the hard work each of us have put in is finally paid off. From Cam Davis, his love of heights and always being called on to participate in online classes, to Liam Woods barreling through the maze trailer you see to our right, Class 104 truly has come a long way. Like each and every one of you, I will cherish the friendships and memories we made along the way. And as we continue on our own careers outside of the Fire Academy, I ask each and every one of you to never stop pushing for new heights. As we've learned each and every class, there can never be enough training, and this academy has only set the bare foundation for for what is possible. I challenge you all to push outside of that comfort zone we have and learn something new about the fire service each and every day. I want to leave you all briefly with a quote from Fort Wayne Fire Captain Chris Walker. A good firefighter knows how, an educated firefighter knows why. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to invite up fellow classmates CJ Manning and Lucas Correa to help present the class plaque.
On behalf of Director Jeffrey Wynn, I'd like to thank the members of Class 104 for this gift. Maybe you don't know it right now, but this will be serving as motivation and inspiration for the generation of firefighters that will soon be following in your footsteps. So thank you for thinking of them, and thank you for this gift. Once modifications are complete, this will be permanently mounted over here, which now is an open invitation for you to come and take every course, lecture, and seminar you can to ensure you never let down the communities in which you've sworn to serve. So thank you again. At this time, I ask you all, please rise for the benediction, which will be delivered by Deputy Chief Chaplain Gary Bloom.
Uncover. Once again, let us be in a time of prayer. Gracious God, we do indeed thank you for what a wonderful celebration of these young men and women and their commitment to serving our communities. Now we ask, O Lord, a blessing upon them that you will keep them safe, you will keep them healthy, and we ask a blessing upon their families, for indeed so much of the stress of the job can, well, rely on how much support they get at home. Bless them all, O God, in your name. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, this does conclude this evening's ceremony. On behalf of State Fire Marshal Peter Ostrowski and the men and women of the Department of Fire Services, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for sharing in this very, very special evening with us. For the members of Class 104, we wish you nothing but long, healthy, and safe careers. And thank you for the commitment you are making to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. I ask that you please remain standing as Captain David DeBest leads out the departure of Class 104, followed by the official party, and then followed by the chiefs and fire department officers. Have a wonderful evening.